Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 5 of Europa Universalis 4 as Muscovy. We are currently in two wars at the moment. We are both in a war with the Great Horde, who also have Uzbek as an ally. They're over there not doing an awful lot. We have got most of the Great Horde's land sieged out. There isn't much of it left because Kazan and Crimea both took a massive chunk out of it. So we're going to attempt, if possible, to subjugate them if we can. Novgorod, we just intend to take a huge bite out of their territory, but we're just unsieging some of the stuff they have sieged up. Hopefully these guys will hurry up and take this fort down here, then we can go over and deal with Uzbek's troops that are over here in Perm. Meanwhile, we're actually getting a fair bit sieged out over here. Annoyingly, a lot of my forts are getting sieged out by the Golden Horde down there. We do have their capital though. Let's take some free money. Let's march over here and start getting some stuff done. Again, we should be going over here and telling them it's not okay. We've already raised our stability. Let's go ahead and use this then. We'll get ourselves these extra regiments. Now, does that put us over our force limit? Yes, so that does count towards force limit. Okay. Won the siege of Novgorod. So let's go ahead and chase these guys down if possible. We've taken Novgorod back, so these things should automatically fall back our way anyway. Let's go ahead and get those guys. So yeah, that should they automatically flip back over. We have got a few forts that are on now, which is unfortunate. Okay, we've already got Novgorod wanting peace. You did manage to take that fort, which is unfortunate. That was terrible, I know. But hopefully we should be able to take that back now. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we're just going to try and unsiege a few things. Novgorod's army are getting a good kicking over here. So ideally I'd like all of these little vassals to siege all of this stuff out. They'll probably manage. There's only two more provinces of Novgorod's that need sieging, to be fair. And then we'll go over here and start beating up on Uzbek. You guys don't have enough men to actually do anything there. So let's get you down there. Oh, you can't actually move out of there. Okay, fine, just sit there. You do now have enough men, apparently. We've got this one. Let's go up there and grab that one. So we're losing some money, but of course we are taking attrition. We've still got some manpower left, but not much to speak of. So we definitely need to go over there and wipe that unit out. 99% war score against Novgorod anyway, so we could just go and finish that war if we wanted. How much would it take us to? How much would it cost us to grab everything from Novgorod? 141%. So we might as well just take what we can. So let's go ahead and consider a peace deal with them. Now, coastal stuff for us is useful because coastal stuff will give us more sailors. Now, it is going to cause some ugly border gore. But yeah, that's about all we can do. Take a bit of money from them as well. That is going to give us not enough aggressive expansion for me to care about. So if we go ahead and do that, it also splits their land up a little bit as well. So as you can see, there's a fair bit of border gore going on now. But yeah, I mean, that's split them up into like 3 pieces, so it's made them completely inert. We should start getting some extra sailors now, and we'll be able to go ahead and get some more ships. Let's go ahead and start the coring process, because obviously that overextension hurts our trade and causes corruption, so it's 2 ways where it's actually hurting our income. So we've got to wait for these forts. Let's go ahead and any forts that we don't need active, let's go and turn them off, because that will save us money. Muscovy's fort is not on. So yeah, with these 2 forts, we'll turn off as soon as they flip over. It's taking a little bit of time. We should be able to go and deal with these guys over here now quite effectively. So we're just going to go march straight over there, get ready to deal with them. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Just need these forts to fall a little bit more quickly. And then, yeah, we'll probably break... we'll probably actually start to integrate Perm as soon as we vassalize them. If we can, I think we'll be able to. You're running into me right there, are you? That is absolutely fine. I will be the defender. I don't know why you did that. You've now got yourself a terrain penalty. And, yeah, that was not good for you at all. 14% chance that both of these forts are going to fall. Now, that's an 11 stack, which is pretty substantial. But we're going to go ahead and take it anyway. I think we should have the advantage just. We do actually take a terrain penalty, terrain penalty and a river crossing penalty. But they're on non-flat terrain and they're nomads, so they take a massive penalty anyway. So that sorts that out. Come on, forts, hurry up and fall. Now, Uzbek are over here. We can't really get to Uzbek. We don't have 100% peace deal with the... or 100% peace offer with the Golden Horde yet. But we will see what we can do. Uzbek, of course, will be someone that we are wiping out later on. Right, you guys have managed to do that. Can you guys actually get to Uzbek? Yes, you can, surprisingly. Let's go ahead and use those guys to siege Uzbek out. We can always disband them later if we need to. Let's go ahead and turn that fort off. It's just costing us money. We are out of manpower, of course, which is not a good thing. But using this as an opportunity to uncover some terra incognita. I can use a Russian ability. Reduce autonomy impact. Yeah, let's keep using it. This one never seems to go very far. But there again, we're not making nearly as many Diplo points as we are others. So 42% chance that this fort is going to come back into our control. And we are heading over here. Yeah, I'd like to get 100% war score because my intent is to fully vassalize them, and they're probably not going to accept that at the moment. Muscovite vassal, that was the wrong button. Yeah, we need 97% war score. So we are going to have to do some Uzbek kicking, which, you know, is happening, apparently. We've got some of our vassals over here getting stuff done. We've got that siege, which means we can go ahead and untick that. We no longer need our military access through you, so let's go ahead and cancel that. That will reduce one of our relationship slots. Looks like Rostov ran into some natives there, but that's fine. Gain some diplomatic power. Yaroslavl's opinion of us changes by +50. Okay. So yeah, Novgorod at this point is basically wrecked. There's a good chance that Sweden might declare war and grab these two provinces, but I mean, we're going to end up having to go to war with Sweden at some point in the future anyway, so we will get them back one way or another. We'll also be wanting to go to war with Kazan at some point, but again, they've got quite a few allies, so we'll have to pick our moment carefully. Let's go for military tech again. Sure, why not? That gives us better cavalry, I assume. Does indeed. Not that we have much cavalry. A skill 2 stability cost modifier. Now, isn't that an admin? Ah, we've got a +1 production efficiency now. Let's go for that one. Better than the military, missionary one. Looks like we're already getting some of that coring done, so that is quite good. And what is this? Is that Uzbek territory? Yeah, Uzbek territory occupied by Muscovy. That is fine. 55%. Of course, if the war goes on for 5 years or more anyway, then we won't need war score against Uzbek. We do still have some attrition over here because we're sat in Perm. Let's get you out of there, because we are losing manpower terribly right now. Yep, that's pretty much all of the coring done, so that is good. So yeah, we do want manpower to recover. In the meantime, we're going to sit over here in Uzbek. We're actually sieging out their capital, so we'll get a fair whack of war score if we manage to pull that one off. Unfortunately, we don't have a military leader over here, so that makes life a little bit more difficult. Are you guys willing to take full annexation yet? You are not. Well, not annexation, vassalization. But not yet is the answer to that question. Our relationship with Perm is still +200. Might drop a little bit when the war ends, but we should be able to start the integration process. They have jumped on us there with a stack, which is unfortunate because, like I said, we do not have a ruler, a leader, and they're getting the bonus from being on flat terrain because they're nomads. However, it looks like we're just, by the skin of our teeth, going to pull that one off, and they've handed us some more war score and damaged their army a little bit more. Luckily, it looks like we still have enough manpower to be able to siege. No, we don't. That's unfortunate. We have lost a military leader. Let's go ahead and get another one. You're a 1111, not brilliant. What's the skill that other guy has? You have your Ruthless. Land fire damage plus 10%. Excellent. Looks like we're back to sieging again now. There is a 35% chance we're going to grab that. Most of these regiments are wrecked. Let's just go ahead and consolidate them. It's a single regiment now, which we will disband eventually. But we are over here working on that siege. 57% chance it's going to drop. And we've already managed to take some other stuff down here anyway. That is all looking very, very good. So I like that. So once we've managed to vassalize these guys and take Perm, we might break our relationship with one of these guys. We've actually got their capital. That's an 83% war score now, and you guys are willing to accept. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have now vassalized. You guys I'm just going to disband because I don't really need you at all. Royal marriage offer from Perm. Let's take it because we're about to integrate them. Royal marriage offer from Yaroslavl. I'm going to decline because those are the guys that I really need to take out. So let's go ahead and see if we can start our annexation over here. We should be able to. We should still have positive... Yeah, so we will be able to start that annexation progress. Let's move you... Actually, before we bring you back from Novgorod... let's go ahead and get a couple more claims on you, so we've still got a means to declare on you later. There we go. So we'll bring you back from Novgorod. We might need to suck up to the Golden Horde a little bit. We need to break our embargo with you because you are no longer a valid rival. So, yeah, out of these guys, we have a royal marriage with you, but we do not have a royal marriage with you. So I think you're the one where we are going to break our vassalization. It will give us a truce, but you'll be easy enough to deal with later on. And then we are going to go and try and improve relations with the Golden Horde. And then hopefully we'll be able to sort of keep them on board. And we're not over our relationship limit, funnily enough. I thought we were, actually. Because we were at 5 of 5 before. Okay, not too sure who the other one was, and I'm not counting when I had the open borders with Crimea because it was before that. I guess we're going to be rivaling Poland, I suppose. Now, who are Poland rivaled to? Poland are rivaled to Hungary, the Teutonic Order. Could we get an alliance possibly with France? We'd have to try and improve relations, but it's not impossible. We could possibly get an alliance with Hungary as well. Possibly even get an alliance with Hungary and France. Anyway, that annexation, that diplomatic annexation is going quite quickly. It's already at 12%. Can we change our government type yet? Not allowed to manually change from this kind of government. Current rank is a duchy. And because we're a principality, we cannot change that. I assume then we'll have some decisions. Yes, we'll have decisions. And we need to complete, basically, complete influence ideas and then either aristocratic or plutocratic. Form Russian nation, what do we need for that? Basically, we just need to have administrative tech 10. And own Moscow, Novgorod, Tiva, Yaroslavl, Ryazan, Smolensk. Oh no, there's a couple that we don't have yet, but we will do. We will have those. So we're already working well towards the Russian nation. Not sure if we want to go theocratic, although we probably will go for diplomatic ideas at some point. But oligarchic might be more useful, so maybe we will go for... See, influence ideas is not that bad. Aristocratic, yeah, I guess we could. But that's probably not going to be a priority. Anyway, we are back into positive... Currently only why are we only gaining 5 sailors each month? We have multiple bits of land now. Do I need to go ahead and build some sort of building which will increase the number of sailors that I get? Manpower modifier. It'd be this one, wouldn't it? Local sailors modifier. Yeah, we need Diplotech 6 to get that. 1 base manpower, 1 base tax. Let's take the tax. Speaking of tax, are there any places where tax buildings would be very useful? And the answer to that question is yes, there's actually quite a few. That's just spent a lot of our money, but at the same time it will pay for itself, so that's good that that's all up and running. So slowly starting to regain some... Yeah, I guess we just don't get any sailors from these because they are territorial provinces and not state provinces. So our fleet is quite limited at the moment. It's very limited at the moment. 27.5% chance though on perm. Well, not a 27.5% chance. 27.5% complete. In fact, we are now up to 28.3. We are no longer one of the great powers. We've just been pipped by... Oh, no, we are actually. I thought we dropped off the bottom, but it turns out we've sort of shot up the list. Ming is still ahead. What a surprise. But I'd love to be able to take the fight to Ming in this. Novgorodian separatists, well, that's to be expected. So let's go ahead and put a stack up here so we can deal with those when they fire. Because they're almost certainly going to pop. And what about this other one? Where are you going to pop? Tula, Pronsk, Ryazan. And you are where exactly? Oh, okay, we've got a couple of pops here. Now, that was unfortunate because these guys are 2 big stacks. So let's go in there and see if we can get that other stack. Looks like we might lose one siege here. I'm not going to be able to get there quick enough to deal with both. Okay, did manage to win that one. I still don't think we're going to get there. Didn't quite get there quick enough. That's unfortunate. So, gain some separatism. I've already committed to throwing down there, so I might as well go and let that happen. There we go. Bring one of you guys back out. So, yeah, Ryazan. So, there's a possibility of one popping down here. Where did it say? Tula, Pronsk, Ryazan. So, any of these. So, as long as I just keep somebody sat there, we can deal with that when it happens. Excellent. So, once again, we take a little bit well, take a few losses, and that's hurt on manpower a little bit more. Cost us a little bit more money, but not too bad. As soon as we get all of those churches built, we'll start making a few more tax dollars as well. Because we're not making a huge amount of money. We are at full maintenance. Okay, we're now at 40% progress through getting perm on board. So, Great Horde, how are things with you? You are outraged towards us. That's fine, I don't mind. Is it actually worth keeping that mission now? I don't actually think it is. I'm going to cancel it and see what other missions we get, because it might be a while before we've got the manpower and we're in a position to actually go and... because we'd literally have to attack Kazan and Crimea to get back what they have. If we attack Kazan directly, they currently only have an alliance with Nogai. If we attack Crimea directly, they only have an alliance with Nogai. So there are a couple of ways around this we could do things. Nogai look quite big though. I'm not too sure what their army size is. Let's have a quick look. They have 20,000. No, that's their manpower. 8,000. So they're not particularly strong. But again, we've got to sort of take our time in taking land. But yeah, we'll go through Kazan, we'll go through... We are going to end up down and fighting Ming. It's inevitable. It's what I want to do. I decided from very early on in this playthrough that because we played as Ming fighting against Russia, I want to be Russia fighting against Ming. I want to be on the opposite side of this now. So how long does this truce last? This one should be fairly short. 72, yeah. So there's only another 3 years left, and then we can go ahead and take that. So that won't be too bad. And Lithuania is still having a lot of problems with separatists. That's fine. Are you still a junior partner? Yes, you are. What about Sweden? You are. So yeah, ideally I'd like to get France and or Hungary as allies. But I think the lack of diplomats is a bit of a problem. We'll keep trying to improve relations where we can. And assuming Sweden or somebody else doesn't do it, we will get around to finishing off Novgorod completely. Probably need some more of these provinces anyway. We'll see what we need. So we've got some more money, we could get some more buildings, but we are quite broke, so I think we'll hang on to the money we've got for now, in case we need it. And we've got provincial unrest, Great Horde separatists, that's fine. We've kind of got people down here that can deal with. Yelets is the only province where that can happen. So we'll just sit you down next to it so that you can deal with that if that does fire. Excellent. And yeah, I think the next target then may well maybe we'll go ahead and get Yaroslavl out quickly. And then after that, we will probably just go straight on and attempt to start a war with Kazan. But that will be in the next video, because I am absolutely baking today. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Muscovy, and I will see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.